let's be real about Brooks. If y'all don't know what we talking about, y'all can sleep under a rock.
Stick around. We'll play again.
Your boy P Shark back here again, my co-host.
What's going on, y'all? Tev Shakir, man. Shout out to my Panthers. We suck.
Yo, Trev Ship, go Steelers.
@_Scalito. Hi, everybody.
Sick, ain't it?
I'm not sick.
What up, y'all? It's Savage. It's been a long time. Shouldn't have left.
Oh, y'all know who it is. The original troll of the podcast. Shout out to them Wizards. Shout out to
here we go.
back in the building.
So, first things first, bro. How you feel about the Popeyes troll and all? Because we all here pretty sure feels that Popeyes is better than John Wall, the number 2. What's up, bro?
First of all, no. No. Y'all not gonna troll my boy. Y'all can't kick me out this joint. Y'all can't kick me out like I do.
It'll be a picture of us holding in my side.
Get your ass out of here.
Exactly.
Oh, man.
All right, y'all. We have a new name for our group. Thanks a lot, man. The Starting Five. Woo! Sure, we got 6 on today, but Trevor used to be the 6th man, so I don't know who's the new 6th man.
Way to get promoted, Trevor.
Yeah.
Hey!
Probably the John Wall fan right there.
We'll wave.
First, I'm not gonna be waved.
What's up, man? I'm Austin Rivers, ain't it? What's up?
But anyway, here go the order of the show today. We're going to start off with the NBA about the Brooks. Y'all find out when we start talking about it. We go to college basketball, Memphis-UT rivalry review. Then go to NFL. Got a couple of good primetime games this past weekend. College football, UCF, pretty interesting what they just did. And real talk section, part 2 of public figures getting criticized for past tweets. Then our famous troll them now. So first, let's start with this trade, non-trade. I don't know what happened Friday night that had Woj confused. I don't know. Washington Wizards, Phoenix Suns, and our beloved Memphis Grizzlies.
Are they beloved? Who beloved?
I guess.
Somebody like them.
It's still hashtag fire Chris Wallace.
Yeah.
We'll get more into that shortly.
We supposedly trade happened and didn't happen, then happened again, and didn't happen all during the game. The Grizzlies were playing at the time this went down.
Yep.
So
Losing to the Miami Heat,
Yep.
by the way.
With no Dwayne Wade.
Exactly.
Anyway, Washington traded Austin Rivers to Phoenix and Kelly Oubre to Memphis, and Phoenix was sending back Trevor Reese to Washington, and Memphis was supposed to send Wayne Selden and 2 second-round picks to Phoenix and
A Brooks.
Yep, a Brooks. We have 2 Brooks on our team, Marshawn and Dylan. Dylan is the younger, better Brooks, and Marshawn's the older.
Slower.
Slower. Yeah. He ain't slower. That's what we
He's not as good. Exactly.
He's a dollar store Stars and Stripes Nick Young.
Say that again.
Okay, you know when you go to like Dollar Tree and you see them sodas and it says Stars and Stripes?
Oh, damn.
That's $1.
So you bought those before?
Wow.
I thought those family cookout only.
Hey,
It's like for 4th of July or something like
I mean, that's what I bought it for 4th of July.
Wow.
So,
It's weird now.
So anyway, back to this trade. Apparently, we don't know which Brooks was supposed to be in the deal originally. Me personally, I feel like the Grizzlies just tried to pull a fast one and just mention Brooks and then say your name. Phoenix, dumb selves, then look on the roster and see that we had multiple Brooks on the team. And
That lets you know how relevant the other Brooks was.
I don't understand why you try to trade for. So Dylan Brooks is hurt, so I don't know if they was. I don't know. What are y'all thoughts?
I mean, wasn't Parsons hurt when we traded for him?
Who?
Huh?
no,
We didn't trade for him.
We signed Parsons.
Wasn't he hurt?
Yes.
All right.
Sign.
Okay.
Okay.
When is he not hurt?
That's true. He's sitting at home right now counting his money. Like when we playing again, so I collect my check.
About to back to the trade.
I was like, why?
I actually was watching the Grizzlies and Heat game, and I just was scrolling through Twitter and saw Woj's tweet about the trade. So I was like, okay, this is possibly coming up or whatever. then I saw that the Grizzlies was a part of it. I was like, okay, cool. Like this could be a nice little trade because I knew that the Wizards was trying to get Trevor Ariza, and then they're trying to send Austin Rivers out. So when I originally saw Marshawn Brooks. That's what I originally saw, and I was like, okay, cool. That's not bad.
So actually, I saw Dylan Brooks first. Then
okay.
Switched. Now you might say, I mean, it was So basically,
it just depended on your source,
right? Yeah, because there were fans at the game trying to get like everybody's attention. The fans all knew, and some folks thought Dylan, and they were trying to get Dylan's attention. Some folks thought Marshawn trying to get Marshawn's attention. So, because Marshawn said his mama was trying to get his attention, and he couldn't hear what she was saying. So. You might
just wow.
What?
Yeah.
Has anybody been traded like during the game before?
I don't.
The All-Star game, maybe.
All-Star game.
Yeah.
When Boogie Cousins got
Boogie
traded.
Cousins, yeah.
Right.
It's probably happening. You just have to do some digging.
So it's just a hashtag fire Chris Wallace moment.
Most definitely.
I'm gonna say this. Let me get this microphone straight. All right, so on the rundown, Sharky, you had whose fault is this? In my opinion, this is the Grizzlies' fault. Period. Because one, when you run the business, you got to be upfront about transactions. You can't just be trying to be slick, because that's how you mess up relationships with other teams and other GMs. Mm-hmm. And so now I think going forth, the Grizzlies already don't get free agents. I mean, aside from Pimp Parsons. But now you're gonna run the risk of having other teams not want to trade with you because you being kind of shady under the table with what you're trying to do. Mm-hmm. And so this is a hashtag fire Chris Wallace moment. I don't blame the Suns. I don't blame the Wizards. I blame the Grizzlies, because this is just, again, Chris Wallace being Chris Wallace. Team looking good. They have a little dip right now, but that's bad business.
Especially considering that the other two teams, Phoenix and Washington, made the trade the next day.
Right.
Exactly.
Like basically they said, you know what, F Memphis, we gonna do it ourselves because they tripping. Yeah. They lied to us. Or I don't even know if anybody spoke. Honestly,
all three teams did not speak at one time.
Yeah, that's the thing that confused me. I'm like, did y'all not get on the phone? Like, did y'all not like discuss who all was supposed to be going where? Like, I didn't understand that part of it.
No, this is straight through tweets.
I'm pretty sure each general manager has a cell phone that has three-way on their smartphone. So like,
all they had to do was update their phone, and they could have group
exactly
each other. Like, what's up?
Exactly.
But I don't know. I think we need to put some kind of credit towards the Phoenix Suns organization too, because their general manager is just as dumb as Chris Wallace, if you ask me. And a lot of people blame the front office as to why Phoenix ain't able to get a free agent. You know what I'm saying? So I think some credit needs to go along that way too.
Hashtag send the Suns to Seattle.
And keep the Grizzlies in Memphis?
Yes.
I like you. Hold on. We still got to do what? We still got to do what?
Oh, it's still hashtag fire Chris Wallace.
So Trevor, if the Suns go to Seattle, are you going to be a Seattle fan? Are you going to be a Thunder fan?
Question.
Because the Thunder going to be a better team than the Suns.
I mean, I've been riding with the Thunder for 10 years, so it's going to have to be OKC at this point. Exactly. Exactly. So, yeah. So,
to move on, another report came out. So, after the other trade happened, Austin Rivers is getting bought out. And the report was he's going to sign with Memphis once he clears waivers. So, now another report comes out that it's not a done deal. It's for the 5 other teams interested again.
This info from 911.
Right. That's the problem.
This is when I become fire Chris Wallace, because somebody in the Grizz organization obviously don't know how to keep their mouth shut.
Right.
Obviously, you need to keep your boys in check, Chris Wallace, or get fired.
Yeah, I'll take the latter.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. So, move on from that. Since we got the John Wall fan here himself, Wizards, Trevor Ariza, what's the deal with that?
The same caliber player as Kelly Oubre. I don't understand that at all.
I think
they're just honestly trying to get a new look inside and just
leadership.
It's the same look, but I'm just saying you trying to rotate another player in, and maybe he was the problem. I wish they would have did that with Otto Porter. Y'all noticed that when we played y'all, Otto Porter was not in that game, correct? He was out with injury, correct?
Yes, but JaVale McGee was also missing too, by the way.
Hey, John Wall put 40
I knew he was going to mention that blowout. And before he mentioned it, I was going to mention the JaVale
McGee better than Otto Porter, though. So Otto Porter missing is actually good news.
You need JaVale McGee to stop John Wall, correct?
Oh, Lord.
Correct. Do you really need JaVale McGee, though?
I just want you to know you need JaVale McGee to stop John Wall. Because obviously,
Continue.
MVP Lonzo Ball can do it. I just want y'all to know that. Anyway, but like I said, I feel like we getting the same type of player from Trevor Ariza. Honestly, like I said, it's just a new look, new face before Bradley Beal or John Wall gets out of there.
So I actually wanted to talk to you about that because you are the Wizards person. Because the Wizards signed Trevor Ariza, which I guess is John Wall's new best friend. Do you think this is the Wizards committing to John Wall instead of Bradley Beal?
You're going to be around John Wall before Bradley Beal, be honest with you.
Yeah, contract.
For one,
contract.
Yeah.
Apparently with that contract, $33.
Ain't nobody trade for
What's
that
it,
contract.
$30? You worry about $30.
Hey, you know how many number twos you can get from Papa?
Trevor, you on it. Yeah, you a starter.
You can't say nothing.
I'm just laughing at the Popeyes. What did he say?
You gotta frame that moment. Oh, boy, that was beautiful.
But seriously, I think one of the reasons y'all dealt Kelly Oubre was what people aren't realizing is that he's going to be a free agent next season, and I think because y'all have so much money tied in with Bradley Beal and Otto Porter, and of course John Wall's contract kicks in, y'all not going to be able to pay him. So you mentioned
who want to pay that money anyway? Anyway, keep going.
Y'all pay Otto Porter, so
I didn't want,
exactly.
I know you didn't want to. But I'm
I
saying
didn't want to pay him.
I was saying
But
the
at same
organization.
time, they don't want to pay him neither. They realize that 15 points every 2 games is worth $150 million.
You should have let him go to Brooklyn.
Right.
Before we move on, Shark, let me ask you this. What do you think the Wizards can do to compete with a top 4 team in the Eastern Conference?
Please, what? Oh, Lord.
We actually need
Say this was trolling
an
now.
actual center, not the booty
So
warrior.
you were definitely excited for the Dwight Howard
hey,
the last
hey,
time
You did.
First of all, I didn't have these allegations against him.
Right, 2 came ready. I'm just sitting next to 2 like, oh my god.
It's like
Yeah.
right hook and the left hook.
Nah.
You just covered it.
To me, the Wizards are like the Rockets in the East to me. True. You know what I'm saying? They okay. They got an overrated
This is true.
superstar.
This year we are just okay. We thought Dwight Howard would be the center that we need versus Marcin Gortat.
Somebody need him.
Hey, you see what the Clippers doing, right?
Yeah, the Clippers are doing wonderful,
Yeah.
but I'm pretty sure Marcin Gortat only give them 4 points a game. Too.
Shout out to Trez, man. Shout out to Montrez.
You can look up them stakes. I guarantee you,
That's right quick.
he averaging average points. Guaranteed 4 points, maybe 6, maybe 6. Y'all can pull them up. At the end of the day, Dwight Howard ain't what we need. His game is kind of like
Okay.
he put exactly 5 fucking points. I don't hear nothing.
Hey,
So Dwight Howard's game doesn't fit us. For one, I get that it can be a pick and roll situation, but we need someone that can pick and roll, possibly shoot, make more of a threat offensively to take off John Wall and Bradley Beal. Otto Porter is streaky. He reminds me of Christopher Crawford. That's who he reminds me of.
The full name.
The full name.
Bro, whole entire name.
So, honestly, we need a center. We need somebody else that's actually a scorer.
Wasn't Christopher Crawford real name Marcus Crawford?
Yeah. But at the end of the day, we need another scorer to take off John Wall and Bradley Beal having to shoot 50 shots a game. Even though, shout out to the 50% shooting, against the Lakers earlier this week. But hey,
I'm with you on that. You know,
hey, he did his thing. You cannot.
Good
lie.
job, John Wall.
I'm gonna let the podcast know they came for me a couple days before they played LA.
They did.
Talking about is
They did.
Lonzo locking up Kimba. Kimba better than John Wall.
Your face looked like that. Like we didn't look like that when we put it in.
Like I said, of course, because I couldn't see it through the group.
And Kimba is better than John Wall.
No, like I said, but Lonzo Ball locked Kimba up, but he couldn't stop John Wall. Okay.
Let me take the mic real quick. This was the second night of a back-to-back on the road. We all know we all know that there are scheduled losses in the NBA schedule. Took an off night, man.
Took an off night.
Took an off night.
Okay. So LeBron James was just missing shots too.
Yeah, he actually was missing shots.
He's not allowed to miss shots or something.
Exactly.
Okay, I got one last.
So last time I checked, when was the last time LeBron was able to score 15 and there not be a problem? So y'all happy with LeBron scoring 15 points when John Wall lighting y'all up for 40?
I'm ready.
Everybody can.
I just got one.
Off night.
What?
People can have off nights. Is that not allowed in the
How
NBA?
often has LeBron had an off night?
Was it NBA playoffs?
That ain't the playoffs.
Are you saying that the Wizards can stop LeBron?
Obviously, long as Otto Porter ain't guarding LeBron, it look like it.
I'm pretty sure.
Who was
y'all
guarding LeBron?
last
Who was
season.
guarding LeBron?
We spent too much time on this.
We all
subject.
spent too much time. You right.
Okay.
What you have?
Y'all got something for these
My last question was, what does this move do for the Wizards moving forward as far as their long
That's
term?
another.
Okay, I
That's
just,
literally a role player replacing a role player.
These nuts.
so this basically means the Trevor Ariza move will probably vote y'all up to as an 8 seed, and y'all probably go out in the first round. You don't see them.
Not playing with that one.
I'll probably give y'all an 8 seed, and y'all probably out in 6 to Toronto. That's what it looks like.
They gonna make the playoffs? Playoffs?
First of all,
They got enough. It's the East. They have enough talent. to make the
Playoffs.
Okay,
We gonna make the
play
play
out of
too
here.
much shine on this show.
All right, I'm done.
I'm here.
We ain't said the word Wizardson forever.
Anyway,
But you got a thing. Ashton ain't been here forever.
Exactly.
forever.
We just had to get it out. We had to get it
Now
out.
that I got the free time to be here, I ain't gonna have y'all slaughtering my boys, and I ain't here. But let's move on.
I should have got that dumb tooth from Popeyes. But anyway,
The chicken dry anyway.
Can we move on?
Move along.
that's a discussion off air right there.
This man is on one.
Anyway, let's go to our beloved rivalry that's back and better than ever. Play a clip right quick.
Anything else? All right, thank you.
So, Penny and Rick Barnes are definitely not the best of friends, as y'all can hear from that. But before I get on that, UTV Memphis 102-92, I want to start with the bad officiating. Let's get that out the way right now.
Too many fouls.
Too many.
50?
Let them play.
57.
50?
Let the boys play.
There were a combined
57.
68 free throws attempted in this game.
57
How many
fouls.
was for Memphis though?
Memphis only had 22
to Tennessee's
to
46.
Tennessee's 46.
And the second half.
And in the second half alone, Tennessee shot 26 free throws.
Yep, it was like 26-3 or something. One of those things. Nah.
And for whatever reason, Memphis still outscored them in the second half. So they let you know it was something off the top that was kind of fishy about it.
My thing is, like, when I'm watching basketball, I'm not trying to watch foul free throws. Like, I'm already tired of James Harden. I'm a left-handed person and tired of James Harden. Like, let these folks play. Like, it was clear that Memphis was coming back. Like, let it just play out. I mean, at least, make your calls towards a home crowd or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let the crowd have fun or
Man,
something.
let them
Like,
play.
it seemed like every 5 seconds it was a foul or a charge or something. Yeah. But it was,
Yeah, and they were definitely ruining a good game. I think besides all the fouls and calls and stuff like
was
that,
a
that
good
was
game.
a really good game.
Right.
Like I would have never guessed it was going to be like final score 102.
10-point game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
102-92. So that was pretty cool. But I mean, again, like y'all said, the fouls, the calls, and my biggest issue was there were times Memphis was cutting into the lead. They got it under 10. They got it
Make
to
a
8.
call. Yep.
But then there will always be like this random call against Memphis just to kind of set everything back again. And then just Tennessee just go on like on a 10-0 run every single time. So that was my issue with them. I think a lot of times Memphis was one call away from like cutting it to 4 or 5 or or 3 or something like that.
There was definitely a time where a screen was set on Tyler Harris that he got bumped into the player and called that foul. It's just like, as a ref, you're watching defense. You're really watching defense to make these calls. But it's just like, it's not his fault. Then why are you calling on him? You need to be calling a legal screen or something on the other guy, knocking him into the other player. Those were happening at key moments that, who was that hit 30? I can't think of his name right
Davenport.
now.
Amron Schofield.
No,
for
keep
us.
it Davenport.
Keep Davenport.
Davenport. There's no way that kid scored 18 points and we went back in the
18
game.
straight.
18 straight points. I mean, knocking down threes. Every time we knocked down a three, it was just something in order to negate it, honestly.
And that's what I was just about to say. Like Tyler Harris, he shot 1 for 9 for the 3-pointer. And I was like, even if he would have hit a couple, the refs would have found a way to put Tennessee back at the free throw line. It was pathetic. Like I almost walked out of the FedEx Forum. It was that bad. And I ain't never done that at a Tigers game.
I can believe it.
So
Yeah.
But at the same time, the refs going to call it one way or the other. And, I mean, you can't play favoritism to neither side, but it looked like it was definitely towards UT. And I get that they were bigger players, and it's harder to, to
And
not,
Memphis- and
make
Memphis
calls
is flopping
on. But
too.
it's just like I know that even though that we're small, we're not fouling like that. I'm pretty sure Penny got those boys doing defensive slide drills and not playing with their hands. Like, come on now, like that definitely ruined the game. Like we were in it and to get taken out of it multiple times. Like, come on now.
Yeah. I do think we got to give Tennessee a little credit though. Like we got weird. Like,
talk about
Now,
Tennessee.
hold on, let me go first. I can say the first half, it seemed like the referees would, because Memphis shot like 27%. So it's not like they call all the fouls to literally try to keep Memphis within distance.
Yeah.
Then the second half, when Memphis actually made the comeback, then they was like, oh, no, we need to make sure Tennessee keep the lead. So it's like, make up your mind on who you want to win this game.
Just let the boys play.
Exactly.
Them kids play.
Nah, do like Coach Carter when dude was in court. Yeah. Boys play.
But let me talk about Tennessee real quick because I haven't watched Tennessee all year, and
definitely.
just from off the top, and I tweeted about this. I was like, Tennessee looked just bigger
I
than
told you.
Memphis in general. Like not even just like height, but like bulk. Them dudes big.
Solid.
Like they been eating something in Knoxville. Two, I had reserved judgment on Admiral Schofield. Is his name?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's an NBA player. Like that's
He's built for that.
that's
Yeah.
an NBA player.
Yeah.
Like he can just get what he want at will.
Let me tell you, he could not shoot at all his freshman year.
Yeah.
You see him taking them shots, like
Yeah, I did.
with nothing, like no doubt of conscience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So one thing that I think is definitely working in Tennessee's favor, going forth with like the tournament, like the conference tournament and the March Madness tournament, is size, but more than anything, you got a borderline Hall of Fame coach in Rick Barnes.
Yes.
You got senior leadership, and you got young talent. That's gonna bode well in the tournament. So at first I was kind of like, I don't know, Tennessee a Final 14, but now I can see the potential of a Final 14.
Yeah.
Also to add to that, we're missing our actual third leading scorer, our backup point guard, Lamar Turner.
Yeah,
he's coming back too.
I can see the potential, but on the flip side with Memphis, and I'll make this real quick. With Memphis, I can also see the potential as well. If Memphis just had a big man,
Yep.
if Memphis just had a big man,
He's coming.
to get rebounds.
He's coming.
Because it was
Coming to a court near you.
it was one sequence where I think Tennessee got like 3 offensive rebounds. I was like, God, leave with James Wiseman out there just to get a rebound,
Yep.
just go the other way. But Memphis, one thing that stood out to me is Tyler Harris had a bad game. If he makes half of his threes, they win by 2 or 4, however much it is. But it.
Rest would have found a way to put Tennessee.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true. It's true. But I think, I guess what I'm trying to say is that Tyler Harris not going to have so many bad games. Like
That's true.
One thing I do like is that he kept shooting. Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to
Yeah.
keep shooting,
He did.
regardless. Yeah, got to have shooting mentality. Keep shooting. So, good game from Memphis. I don't want to say it's a resume builder, but it's something you can hang your hat on as far as, like, going forth into, like, conference play. Like, you play Oklahoma State, you play Tennessee, you play Texas Tech. You've had some experience against even South Dakota State is a
They cold.
it's a tournament team,
They
right?
cold.
Yeah.
It's a tournament team. And so now when you get into like freaking Tulane and Tulsa teams, it's like trash.
Houston's the only team down worried about.
Houston
with
and
them.
maybe UCF.
Houston's on the
That's
one.
it.
I'm worried
Yeah,
about.
you literally just took the words right out of my mouth. Like I think when I started looking at the schedule, I was like, dang, they got a really tough schedule.
Yeah.
And so you would think that's hard on a team that's as young as they are, but like
They
they've
kept
been
fighting.
in all of those games. I think maybe except one. I think it was the LSU game.
Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma State.
I'm sorry, the Oklahoma State game. So I think that's gonna go far for them. Like once conference play starts, because to play Tennessee as close as you did, to play Texas Tech as close as you did, to beat South Dakota State, like that's gonna look good. Like regardless of what your schedule, whatever your record's gonna be at the end of the season.
And they also beat UAB, and UAB just took Auburn to double overtime, I think.
Yeah,
So,
I was just about to say that.
UAB ain't
and you're
that
gonna
bad
have
either.
them mentally tested.
Yeah.
Mentally tested.
I could see them possibly getting in as a between 10 and 14.
I was like 8. I say 8 or 9 ish. 8, 9, 10.
I said 8, 9 ish earlier, but I think it's gonna be between 10 and 14. One of them.
I want them to win the NIT. That's me.
Why is you the only person in the room that I feel like care about the NIT?
No. Here's the thing: if Memphis was to win the NIT in Penny Hardaway's first year, that'd create. I don't want to even say more buzz for the city because we got enough, but that'll do something instead of us losing in the first round of the NCAA tournament. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So we can lose in the NCAA tournament, the first, second round, whatever, or we can win the NIT. Which one you think will carry more weight, especially going into next season?
NCAA tournament.
I would say the tournament, but no, I see your point
get your point,
because it kind of eases the burden that'll be put on Memphis per se, because let's say Memphis goes to the NCAA tournament and they're like 1-out. With the class that we have coming in with Wiseman, Jeffries, and hopefully Trent Wofford, there's going to be more pressure to build upon that first round exit.
Hey, they want that pressure though.
I mean, I understand we want the pressure, but as opposed to winning the NIT, so now you win the NIT, you have this class coming in. 9 times out of 10, you're probably going to be ranked in the top 10 to start next season, and then that's, like I said, the burden will be eased just to build upon that winning the NIT. So I can see your point, but I think I'd much rather have Memphis in the tournament, though.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, guess we move on from that to the NFL. So, I need you to play another clip right now.
Where you from? Don't touch me. Yeah, square ass nigga, talk that shit now, nigga. What you mean, nigga?
So, as y'all heard from Mr. Marcus Peters himself, the Rams lost their game to the Eagles. And guess who we got on set today?
We got our Philadelphia Eagles fan.
Can I talk really quick about the Rams and Eagles game?
Sure.
Really quick. Like,
Sure.
I mean, I've already filed my papers for this season.
No. They were rejected.
Okay, so it ain't even about the Eagles for me today. It's about the Los Angeles Rams. I've been consistent all year about the Rams and that I do not believe
Yes,
them.
I will give you credit.
I do not believe them. Now I said they will make the playoffs this year, which is obviously not going to happen. They're going to make the playoffs.
Yeah, that was
you know
your
what I'm
mess
saying?
up right there.
But I didn't believe in Jared Goff because Jared Goff is store brand, not store brand. He's name brand. Sam Bradford. I said that. Their defense is trash. Straight up. All these signings, I said they will be dream team.
Yeah.
From Eagles
Yes, you
dream
did.
team. All this signings, all this stuff don't
Yes,
even
he
matter.
did.
Called it
Does
too.
not even matter. Now,
did.
the Rams, y'all talk about this team too early in the season. They are looking like San Diego Chargers right now. Hot starting in September, October, and then start tapering off towards the end of the not hot start,
Actually,
the opposite of
yeah.
San Diego.
Yeah, it's the opposite.
The
Yeah.
opposite of San Diego. They're hot, then they get real little cool. Go up to Chicago, like I said, see Jared Goff in cold weather. What does he do?
So, shout out to the Bears, man.
Shout out.
The Bears.
Shout out.
So this is one thing I want y'all to be looking for. The Rams got the Cardinals and the 49ers these last 2 games. They might lose one of those games, I think. It might be the 49ers game. Because
Wow.
Well, the 49ers, they just beat the
49ers, though. Yeah.
The 49ers just beat the Seahawks now.
Yeah.
And it's the NFL.
Yeah.
I think the Niners, I don't think the Cardinals going to beat them, but the Niners, I think, can beat them. And
What they playing them at?
I don't even know. I don't even care, to be honest.
Yeah, it's slick on that. They ain't got home field advantage.
So if the Rams get put in that 3 or 4 seed, they'll get 1 home game. But what does that mean? Yeah, take they bleeps up there into Chicago again in the cold, where Khalil Mack been sacking people with his toenail, his back. So again, Rams are trash. Not trash, and they're not good, but they just frauds to me.
I got an instant trolling now involving about the Rams
Okay.
as well. So
Cool.
stick around.
Now about the Eagles, really quick with Nick Foles. He played okay. It was fine.
Saint Nick.
He had no touchdowns. He had 1 pick. It's typical Nick Foles for me. I want Carson Wentz in there, but he got a back problem. So my papers are still filed. I'm waiting on Sharky.
No, I need y'all to win the game.
Y'all are still in the hunt for the playoffs.
Houston for me, man. Y'all gotta beat Houston.
All right, that's fine. I'm done. Y'all
So,
can go ahead.
which primetime big game this past weekend caught your attention the most? We had the Chargers Chiefs. That was a great classic on Thursday night. We had the Pat
Shout out
Steelers.
Phillip Rivers.
Had the Pat Steelers with these Steelers fans up here. We had the Eagles Rams, where he just went on a whole segment about, and Saints Panthers. Sorry, too. Which game had the biggest impact on your expectations going forward?
Mine was the Chiefs and Chargers game. That game was really, really good. In that game, I was looking to see, like Savage mentioned earlier, the Chargers kind of tail off toward the end.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted to see if they would be able to kind of ride the wave that they've had all year. So to go into Kansas City and beat them.
In comeback fashion.
Yeah, in
Yes.
comeback fashion, which again they did against the Steelers, which I mean 2 times on the road, like that's impressive. So the Chargers look good, like especially defensively too. Derwin James.
Yep.
Yes.
So Ricky.
Derwin James can play. Bosa can play. Ingram can play. They defense is stacked.
Oh, and Melvin Gordon.
Melvin Gordon's coming back.
He's back.
What's the Chargers' weakness?
I don't know.
I can't see. I don't see one.
That former bad things might happen to him.
That's
the weakness.
That's
the weakness.
You got quarterback, you
Yep.
got running backs, you got receivers, you got tight ends, got a line, got defense.
Right. See, I put the Chargers. So I said
Experience,
this.
I guess. I don't know.
I said this off air, but I put the Chargers, the Falcons, the Titans, and the Cowboys in the same group. They always, when they start to show they finna do something, they let you down. So I'm hoping the Chargers prove me wrong this year, but I gotta wait and see that still. But they have been looking really, really good.
Yeah, so like I said, their Chargers and Chiefs game was pretty good. Their Steelers and Patriots game.
We need y'all to lose, so
I want to hear Toot talk about the Saints and Panthers game, though.
please.
Yes.
I just want to hear.
I'll touch
comments
briefly.
myself.
Go ahead.
Savage, the question was which was what the was and I didn't watch the game, so y'all know I watched the game.
Says the person who got trolled by the official Panthers Instagram account.
Says the person who was coming back at me when I was cracking jokes.
Y'all know I came into this game really expecting us to do something. I didn't think that
Y'all lost 6 in a row.
Ooh,
That's crazy.
that hurts. Sizzle.
This one.
Oh man, with the game, like with Cam's cleats, you can see that he had the broken brooms on it because we got swept by them last season. I didn't think I thought this game would have been the game. Everybody came in and just did their thing. Our defense played the best defense they ever played
they played
all
nice out.
season. But for Christian McCaffrey to score the only passing touchdown from last night's game, that pissed me off. It pissed me off, bro.
It's pissed off to do, yeah. I'm like, pissed off someone else too.
So it's been.
We're not gonna talk about fantasy until the season's over.
And like a couple weeks ago, I said, man, we just need to lose out, maybe get a good pick. I was joking. It's looking like it's going to be the case right now.
Yeah.
So shout out to Drew Brees, who only had one touchdown against us. Our defense stepped up. Our offense couldn't make nothing happen, bro.
And the Saints gave y'all chance after chance after chance too.
And that's what makes me so mad about it. Like, how does the Saints win with 12 points? 12 points, bro.
If we would have told you, like, hey, the Saints scoring 12 points, you'd be like, oh, bet.
We won.
We gonna win.
Exactly. In a blowout. As a matter of fact.
Exactly.
And we lose another one. So 6 straight.
This is my comment about the Panthers. I was just playing earlier about getting rid of Cam. Cam gonna be there. He's hurt, obviously, too. He shoulder, something going on with him. Y'all need to change the philosophy. Like, either who's y'all offensive coordinator?
North Turner.
Make him the head coach. Get rid of Ron Rivera. Like, just get him out of there. Because it hasn't gotten better, honestly. I mean, it's been going downhill ever since Super Bowl, which tends to happen to teams that lose Super Bowl. Like, looking at the Falcons, too. They just went downhill. Got a comment, Skyler? I was going to say.
Building up what I want to say.
All right, bet.
This is gassing me up right now.
But yeah, like I heard earlier from I think it might have been on Colin Cowherd's show that y'all have had 8 Pro Bowlers on offense, like for the past since 2014, somewhere like that.
Cam has never had a number 1 receiver outside of Steve Smith.
And that's fine.
And that was his rookie year.
That's fine too. But I'm like, develop one, or go get one. Something like what's.
Man, we got DJ Moore, and he fumbling the ball every time we need him not to. We got Christian McCaffrey, who's the best receiver on the team. We got Curtis Samuel, who's just fast.
But the thing about Cam, he's very inconsistent and accurate down the field, too. So it wouldn't even matter if you get a receiver if he can't get the ball to him. Because I've seen throws, I'll just be like, dog, Cam, like, who you throwing the ball to? Like, and that's why they keep drafting them little scat backs for him so he can dump it off in the backfield, do a little screen pass. But then they give him the receiver, and Cam hurt. I know he hurt this year, but like I don't. Go ahead, Scott.
I have a very interesting troll and all for this segment.
Oh, okay.
You were just saying everything that I'm gonna say later on.
Okay.
Well, I'm done.
I just got one thing I'm gonna say on Cam, and I think the shoulder thing is probably what's bothering him. But another thing for his inaccuracy, like he doesn't step into his throws
at
all. Like all of his throws is off the back foot, and he's using his upper body to make those throws. Because it was a couple throws where if he just steps into it, like the receiver has a chance to make a play. And I think that with those costly penalties and then the DJ Moore fumble, that's what really cost y'all that game.
And then I don't even think Devin Funchess had a pass last night.
No,
I had a catch last night.
Oh yeah, because he threw the interception happened.
Yeah,
That's supposed to be one
interception
of our
happened.
top receivers. So it's like, what? I don't know what we're doing, to be honest with you. Just lose out, rest Cam for the rest of the season. Hell, we got 2 games. Sign Cap, man. Sign Cap.
Damn.
Yeah.
Giving up
For
on that.
2, we can do this for 2 games. We can do that for 2 games.
Let's move on because that ain't happening.
Right.
Sadly.
But-
Can we hear about the Steelers game though? Because I mean, look, I know it's an ugly game.
I will go.
I know it's an ugly game. But
I will
y'all
go.
finally beat the New England Patriots. I know y'all take that right.
Man, I got a hot take about the Patriots on Trolling now too.
Okay. I'm just gonna tell the story from my point of view. I am at Kroger with my fiance. I had just left Dave and Buster's. It is 2 minutes left in the game. Somehow we still have this touchdown lead. I just know Tom Brady has. I just know. Oh, they finna go down the field and tie the game. We're going to overtime.
Look, I was texting Skylar. It was like maybe 2 minutes left in the game. I said, y'all gonna win. He sent me the Smokey gift. Hell no.
I just know. I'm like, Tom Brady's finna go down the field. They finna tie the game.
Don't ever get on me about my tires no more. Because the way you just explained that, don't ever get on me how I am about the tires.
I won't. So when we got to 4th and 15, and Tom Brady, I'm still reserving just. I'm like, Tom Brady is gonna make some kind of play. And when the pass is knocked down, exactly, it's Tom Brady. And then when the pass is broken up and knocked down, I was just like, okay, like we really did it. Like I started, exactly what just happened. And like you guys said, the game was really sloppy. New England was.
But you'll take it though.
Of course, I'll take it.
Skylar, you'll take it.
New England was terrible as far as the penalties. I think they had like 14 penalties for like 100+ yards. And I think the Steelers, of course, did a great job of winning all the battles they needed to win.
Running back with Connor out? Like who's
Jalen Samuels,
He had over 100 some yards.
19.
who is that?
And that's one thing. That's one thing. I also want to address Troll and all when he brought in regards to Le'Veon Bell, where Lito and I both said we will be fine if we were handing the ball out to a running back running 15+ times a game, as you saw with this one. Jalen Samuels, 19 carries, 142. We were able to pull off the win. Like I said, Pittsburgh won all the battles they needed to win. They won time of possession. They got the most first downs. They were able to cash in the end zone. They were able to keep, although that one touchdown that Tom Brady had with the busted coverage, they were able to keep New England from scoring in the red zone because they were 0 for 3 in the red zone. So, commence to the defense. Like I said, it was a sloppy game, but I'll take it. So
I wasn't impressed.
It's a win. You'll take it.
No. I'm not impressed.
I have a second trolling now on my Pittsburgh Steelers.
He got double duty. Right.
I honestly, as a Steelers fan, I'm not impressed. I mean, the Patriots don't look how they did last year. They don't look how they did 2 years ago.
Yeah, man, you finally beat them though.
No, I'm saying, but I mean, there's a reason I'm finna say what I'm saying. Like, I mean, their defense didn't look as stoppable. I mean, really, to me, again, it's being thrown interceptions, untimely interceptions. A lot of times they can put the game away. But he throws a pick, and then that excels.
Yeah.
Who's your offensive coordinator?
Kevin Fichtner.
From where?
I don't know, but he's actually pretty good.
Yeah,
he's actually pretty good. Ben has just been really terrible.
Like, cause I feel like y'all offense is not scoring. Like, I feel I don't hear about AB anymore that much.
It's been.
I mean, AB's going off. Well, he's not going.
Now he was last year.
Well, because of Juju.
Okay. Yeah, Juju. Yeah, he's been.
Because AB is like commanding so much attention on the outside. Like Juju is just wide open. Even with Juju on the outside, like he's still making plays. Like Lito said once before, like Juju's the number 1 receiver at this point.
Yeah. So like I said, I wasn't impressed. I mean, like the touchdown Chris Hogan got, where Artie got burned. Like, one, I didn't understand why Artie Burns was in the game. He's been benched for like 6 games.
Yep.
So then again, this goes back to my problem with Mike Tomlin. He does some of the weirdest, stupidest things, like put Artie Burns in the game. Artie Burns gets burned like the 3rd play of the game.
Burns.
This is the same Mike Tomlin. Like that's stuff that I don't understand. If they don't score their touchdown, then we don't know the final score. Because the defense look good, but again, it's Mike Tomlin making stupid decisions like that. Ben still throwing interceptions, and then like I said, the Patriots didn't look good. To me, they had been well all year,
which is why I have my trolling.
So again, I mean, it's a win, but I'm not like overly excited about it. Like this one doesn't get it for me.
which is why I have a troll. Everything you said about the Patriots, which is why I have my trolling on the Steelers, and everything we talked about with the rest of the AFC, which is why I have my trolling.
Well,
on.
I need one of y'all, the Ravens, to lose a game for us. I wish I was.
Titans fans, tighten up.
I feel like Ravens could lose because they got to play
The Chargers.
at the Chargers.
But y'all got to play at the Saints.
We got to play at the
somebody
Saints.
losing.
Oh,
Somebody
losing. So I don't know. But then Baltimore also has to play Cleveland too at the end of the year. So,
yep. Shout out Baker.
we'll see.
So and they have a slim shot to get in the playoffs. They need us and the Colts to tie.
Hey, it might happen.
And everybody else needs to
It's
lose
been
out.
two this year. 2 ties this
Yep.
year. So,
He ain't having it, but come on.
So
All right.
before we move on, let's give a couple shout outs to the teams who pitched shutouts. So 2 AFC South teams, including my team, pitched a shutout against 2 NFC East opponents. One included the Cowboys.
shout out.
Hey,
Colts shut out the Cowboys 20-0, and my Tigers shut out the Giants 17-0.
tighten up, everybody.
Skylar, how upset was your mom?
Oh man.
Love you, Mama K. If you're listening.
My mom was a really diehard Cowboys fan, and I think she left toward the end of the game, like before the game even ended. She went to Dollar General. That's
Shout out to my mama, who's a Cowboys fan too. And
Can I talk about something about the Cowboys real quick?
Go ahead.
What was going on with like the past 2 weeks with the Super Bowl stuff? Like
Huh?
they were talking about like how on like ESPN and Fox that the Cowboys were a Super Bowl team.
Next
Okay,
topic.
okay,
Next
cool.
topic.
Next
Okay,
subject.
cool.
I think it came off. I think they came off of after they
subject.
beat the Saints. But next subject.
Next subject.
Okay.
All right.
We all know that ain't gonna happen.
College football. So, playoff expansion talks have begun. Apparently, some of the big time schools, apparently the Big Ten has been left out with the last 2 years or something. And the Big 12 got left out before. So, and Pac-12 hasn't been. Well, Pac-12 don't have a good team anyway to get in there. But all the big conferences are having problems with, on the 4 teams making it, 2 SEC teams making it last year and stuff. So, they decided to finally talk about expansion to 8 teams. What are y'all feelings?
I had a conversation with a former Memphis player at my job like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and he thinks that there won't be or there shouldn't be expansion based on the fact that it adds more games, which is like more stress on the player's body, something like that. And in my mind, I'm like, NCAA, they don't care. They want their money. So in my opinion, this is a good thing. However, how they gonna like have like the qualifications, like when your conference at large bid, all that stuff, that needs to be squared away, because I can see it being another issue when you have teams from Mountain West or Mid Atlantic or Sun Belt, like, hey, we want our conference, can we get in a tournament too? And they like, nah. And if you like compare it to like the NCAA tournament, the March Madness tournament, everybody from everywhere gets in, which makes it interesting for everybody.
Exactly.
Everybody watches it, but like
anybody can get upset at any given point.
right now, football is different though. Football, if you got a better team, you got a better team. That's
More
what
like
it is.
yeah.
Like it's gonna be rare if like freaking Ohio University beats Alabama. That would never happen.
Exactly.
So I don't know how they gonna do it, but they do. If you like UCF and you undefeated, you've won your conference, regular season and the championship, you need to get in the playoffs. But if you like, what's a school in the MAC conference, Eastern Michigan or something like that, and you like 5 and 6 and you won your
Something like
conference,
this, right?
is that right? I don't know. If you like a school in Michigan that's like won your conference, and you got 7 wins, you're not getting in the tournament, dog. Like,
No.
but it's good. It needs to happen soon, like within the next 2 years. In my opinion.
Yeah, but I think isn't there? I think there's a contract out that says that they can't make an adjustment to it until 20.
I think 2020.
It's a long time.
It's a while.
You can break. They can. It's okay. It's something they can break. They can actually break
What
the
tripped me
contract.
out though
okay.
is that like Division 1 AA has a tournament. Why don't they just do it like
Yes,
that?
exactly.
Thank you.
I don't understand. Like,
Because the bowl games, I'm not
I
interested.
feel like it's got to do something with the bowl game.
I'm not interested
Yeah.
in the bowl.
I'm not
season.
either. Like,
but
Me neither.
and players are not either. They're not playing
As
in
you
the
can see.
bowl game.
shout out to the Red Henderson for not playing. I'm
Exactly.
proud of you. Please,
Yes.
I have,
the
like,
NFL.
I kind of want to say either you're gonna go to the 18 playoff or go back to the way that BCS was, because I feel like I watched the Rose Bowl, I watched the Orange
Or
Bowl.
Yeah.
I tell you one, my uncle made a good point about it. So we got these people in this room, this committee, trying to make the decision. Why they don't just not go back to the BCS with the top 2 teams, but use that same formula for the college football playoff? Let the computers do the numbers. Let the computers rank the team.
From there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Instead of the people coming in the room trying, because
Yeah, that stuff is whack. Huh?
Right.
It is whack.
And we forgetting the almighty NCAA loophole in college football. Notre Dame, who's an independent.
Yep.
I don't. That's a whole nother.
Yeah, that's a whole nother discussion within itself.
How
So
they can choose to be independent, and then they'll schedule slaw teams on their schedule. Like,
Yeah.
they'll schedule like 1 or 2 good teams, probably
Yeah.
win those, and
All of a
then
sudden they got a good.
and all of a sudden they're in the
schedule.
in the
Get out of
playoffs. Yeah.
But as we go on to speaking of that, we go to the Group of 5 school UCF. So we was talking about them being left out of the college football playoff, not having a shot to get in it, but despite going undefeated 2 years in a row, but they finally had the shot to play one of the big boys, a rival in the case, Florida. Offering them a 2-for-1 deal. Basically, they were going to play 2 games at Florida and Gainesville, and only 1 game at UCF in between. And they declined the deal.
Did they say why they declined it?
Because we're a top 10 program.
Oh, excuse me.
Right. I didn't know he said that.
Wow. Okay.
Cash money.
Yeah. I mean, it's like we ain't lost in 2 years. Where's Florida's been?
But you know where you stand at, though. You're not.
Yeah.
You're not in a position to do that.
That's true.
I think that's a dumb thing.
That's a pride thing.
Like if does they want to play like Florida State and Miami or Florida State's not good, but
Well,
Miami
they have offered Florida. So basically, the big schools offer those teams that chance. What we saying is, hey, the big schools usually don't play the UCLs.
Yeah.
Florida's sitting here and Florida's getting better. Dan Mullen,
Yeah.
they on the uptick.
Dan Mullen's gonna be good.
I mean, beyond that, that's a SEC team.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
so your Florida was
Bingo.
good. So they give you the opportunity, and it's Florida. It's in-state
Yeah,
rival.
I'm saying
Yeah.
too.
Like
Bingo.
they give you a shot. Let's go.
I don't know. That's kind of foolish on their part. They need.
Yeah, I think they
Yeah.
definitely gonna regret that. Like, I didn't shoot.
Yep.
Boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's like the equivalent of Memphis turning down Ole Miss, and we've beaten Ole Miss before.
Exactly.
Ole Miss ain't just the top SEC program, but it's still a powerhouse in general with college football. So I think they really fed themselves too much with because who they playing the ball game this year?
LSU.
LSU.
LSU might. Well, I don't know. LSU ain't gonna
They don't score enough.
I just thought it was real interesting because UCF has been complaining for the last 2-3 years about how they're not getting any recognition.
scheduling them, right.
To be a top 14 to be in the playoffs, and you get a chance to go against a team like Florida, who's not doing so well right now, but in the past they've done pretty good. And in the future, who knows what they'll be? But you get 2 games, and you just say, "No, we better than that." It sucks to me. You know
If
what I'm
anything,
saying?
I would have said make it a home and a neutral, and then do it like
Yeah.
to make it like.
I think that's what kind of what may have pushed UCF back. It was the 2.
now that I can understand.
and would they have played 2 in Gainesville? Yeah.
Right, because they've been better than Florida in general, like just as
the last couple of years,
As a-
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying.
So, but-
Before then, who was UCF?
right. You don't, Blake Bortles. So I can say,
I feel like that's a sign for them to say, like, I feel like they're thinking that their program is about to start decreasing or like digressing because Kenzie Milton is leaving. I think this is last year, right?
now he's a junior this year.
But it's even his injury.
He ain't gonna play.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
even
yeah.
gonna be
So
back in this year.
I think with him leaving, like they may be a sign, like, okay, well, we might not be as good now that he's leaving.
Well,
so,
that quarterback they got now look good.
but I mean,
Black quarterback look
And he's a
good.
freshman.
he went against Memphis. Like, come on now.
And Memphis has some
But
defense.
I mean,
so.
the whole AFC, he's gonna dominate.
I honestly, I think that's why they turned it down. I think they're thinking, okay, well, we probably won't be as good as UF in the next couple of years, and I don't want to take no losses like that. So,
But the thing is, they've been
Yeah, they've been puffing their
talking
chest
about
out
we need
for like
a
the past
shot.
2 years.
So this
I
is
feel
y'all
like they were
shot.
just saying that just to be saying that.
So I bet they'll say we back to back national champs this year.
Yep.
It'll be LSU.
Yeah.
So you get
Watch.
your chest out. If you're the champ, play anybody.
Play.
Don't be Floyd Mayweather
They
ducking
dodging
down people
losses.
for like 5 years.
They need Marcus Peters should have won at them like he did to Fan the other day.
Man, what?
So we'll move on to our real talk session. So as y'all remember, last week we did a public figures getting criticized for past tweets with Kevin Hart and Kyler Murray. So something new came up in my timeline today. The Bears left tackle Charles Leno had proposed to his now fiance. He's black and she's white. He proposed to her after they won the NFC North. Again, shout out to the Bears. After they beat the Packers Sunday. It's my dad's favorite team, so no, he proud right now. But proposed to her, and now some past tweets from her has appeared. And this happened, I guess, when she was in college. Some racist undertone. And
What did she say exactly?
it's plenty of
It's
tweets.
plenty.
It's just all different type of tweets.
Yeah.
Her It's talking about black men.
Oh, word.
Using it- using-
This is a black guy proposed to a white girl.
Yes.
Oh, here's an example of one. Ghetto people are always naming their kids after stuff they can't afford: Mercedes, Diamond, Bentley, Pearl, light bill, rent, car insurance.
Oh, hey, hey, light bill.
I'm reading it down now.
Find somebody else right there.
Good. I think that's why it caught me off guard because it was
Yeah.
funny. Like,
Yeah.
that threw me for a
It's
loop.
here go another one. It's funny how black guys treat white girls on the campus. It makes me want to go back to talking to white guys.
This is, and that's why I was kind of wondering where she was going. And this is not, I'm not condoning what she said at all, but like she might be cool with black people to say that stuff in her opinion, not our opinion, obviously.
True.
So she might have a level of comfort with doing and saying that, you know, when you in college, you tweet whatever. Like, I deleted my college Twitter. My first Twitter.
Yup, my Twitter
it's
gone, too.
Like,
You can't find mine.
I was like, I ain't finna have no curse words, all this other stuff. People looking for your stuff. Nah, I just deleted it. So
Yeah.
this is probably a bad judgment as a immature
Ooh.
college student on her part.
She used the N-word in the tweet too.
I believe it.
A lot.
But
Once again, that comes from comfortability.
Yep.
right. But I will say that people can change. I don't know how she is now. But that, I mean, I think everybody got a history with their tweets. That is eye opening.
It just they always bring it up when it's supposed to be a happy moment.
Anytime you're making any type of important movement or something happens and you're moving up, oh, it's gonna come up. At this point, it's just like, can Twitter go ahead and have a button for deleting all my tweets?
Or you need to just delete your old Twitter like me and Savage did.
Yes, sir.
But you can't tell nobody I got 1.4 million
Yeah.
followers, and you're gonna say, "Hey man, delete
That's
that
true.
Twitter, bro." You know start all over. But what you had this incident? It's a lot of people getting caught up on their tweets.
Yeah,
Kevin-
we talked about it last
Yeah.
week.
Yeah.
With Kyler Murray and Kevin Hart.
Can we delete our tweets?
I just want to know what person she know named car insurance.
Oh, she said car insurance.
She said
too?
car
Yeah.
insurance, bro.
Light bill and car
Light
insurance.
bill, rent, and car
Man,
insurance.
look, I ain't gonna lie.
She been dating black dudes all her life.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
exactly.
yep,
She
yeah,
definitely
that's
had
what it
to
is.
check
Somebody.
Exactly.
She always
gotta
love
check
black guys.
somebody.
Cause like,
Yeah.
She has another tweet that said, "This dude pitch black. Like I know I like black guys, but he's like burnt toast black."
see, she comfortable.
Yeah.
Like she, I mean, I ain't-
A little bit
I'm
too
not gonna
comfortable,
go
in my
there 'cause
opinion.
That's setting the bad precedent.
A little
for
bit too
white
comfortable.
people, but like, she probably cool with black people.
Yeah.
I can't tell if I love I can't tell if loving basketball is why I love black guys, or if I love or if I love and basketball because I love black guys. Like that tweet was just all
Okay,
the way
now
messed
she
up.
borderline like fantasizing about black guys now.
Yeah.
Like, she,
That's what the whole thing is about.
She probably got a man.
It's just one big fetish with her. So that's all what it
it's
is.
a fetish. I feel it. It is a fetish.
I mean, but this was
Yeah.
this was 6 years ago. And like y'all said, people can grow, but at the same time,
it's a bad look.
this is a terrible look.
It's a
Yeah,
bad look.
she
It's a
was
terrible
grown. I mean, in college you grown. She was
You
grown.
grown,
time.
but I mean, it's
You know
college.
better.
Yeah.
You know better.
It's not like you 14
Look, I
and
broke
13.
college students.
Oh,
They don't know
whoa. Here's why the issue is. Her Twitter handle was Jennifer M. Roth _ the N-word. N-I-G-G-A.
Whoa.
Man, she going. She,
Oh,
I'm telling
That's
you.
why people started
Oh,
going
I'm
crazy.
telling you,
That's
it's
different.
she.
Oh, never mind. Hold on. Never mind. People put
I was gonna
people
say,
search. No,
that's-
I'm sorry. People
you had
search
to
the
put it.
word and then put the N word right next to it in a couple tweets.
Oh, that's how
My bad. My bad.
Remember,
My bad.
no, remember last week when I explained the advanced search?
Yeah.
That's it right there.
That's an advanced search.
That's
Wow.
exactly what
Yeah.
it is.
who
wow.
got time to search somebody's like Twitter handle and then?
I
put
need to
in
go.
the
I need to go look at mine.
First of all, who got time to be searching all those tweets from 6 years ago?
No,
How much
no.
you tweet?
No, it's not that. The advanced search. All you have to do
Advanced
is
search,
type a certain word, a certain person's Twitter handle from the from section, and it will pull up all the tweets using that word from basically since you joined
Like if
Twitter.
somebody wanted to see how many times you said the word damn, all I got to put is your Twitter name and
First
the
of all,
word
stay
damn.
up on my Twitter.
We live in a troll
It's
society,
over.
bro. We live in a
It's
troll
over.
world.
with. Don't stay on
Yeah.
my
The
Twitter.
greatest troll of them all,
Second
president
of
of the
all,
United States.
Who uses those settings on Twitter? I don't use it on
You'd
my
be
phone.
surprised.
Surprised,
Well,
bro.
You'd be surprised.
Point. Like, who got time to be like?
Here's the thing, bro. We're in our 20s. You got people that are much younger than us and ain't got nothing else to do.
Yep.
They in class.
They in class,
Yeah.
not even supposed to be on Twitter.
Like,
I wonder. Oh, she white. I wonder if she ever said the N word. I wonder if she, what she said about black people. Oh, let me go search it.
like you said.
All these
ask-
questions can be answered literally within seconds. And that's what we're seeing right here.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well,
Yeah.
Who uses this?
At the end of the day,
I'm still not like
You have no
matter
life.
What I can remember the days we was at MTSU and people really wasn't using Twitter on they app. You either had to text it or you was on your computer.
Yep.
And I can't remember one time I ever clicked advanced search on my computer.
I think that's something that just came out. I think.
Yeah, it was something just introduced.
I think that's something that just came out.
Well, I ain't got to worry about anything.
Yeah.
My old Twitter
Me
account.
I'm just gonna hope. I'm just saying. I hope and pray that her husband saw this before it came out.
I feel like he knew. I feel like
I'm
he
just
knew.
hoping.
And that makes it bad on his part if he knew beforehand, because he's just he's just going along with it.
Yeah. I mean,
fine with it.
I mean,
kinda looks
to each his
blindside
own.
to it.
To each his
To
own.
each his own. You're right.
January 13th. These hoes be acting up and these N-words be letting them.
She comfortable, bro.
Yeah.
She too comfortable. Too
I feel
comfortable.
like she probably be like one of them white chocolate girls, bro. Like she kind of like what's a homegirl from Hustle and Flow? She kind of like her.
I forgot her name.
Wow. Yep.
Dang.
I'm in charge.
We're in charge.
Oh man.
Hey, man.
Hey.
Like, cause she is consistent. Like she not like what's the homegirl, the political white lady, Tommy Lauren. What's her name?
She terrible.
She's
yeah, like she's just
terrible.
terrible. This girl, like she just been around
She just don't know anything.
N words for like her whole life. Nah, that's.
I don't know that person. I know who you talking about. I can't think of her name.
But nah, it's Tommy Lauren is like the girl who always doing like political commentary against Democrats and getting on people and supporting Trump.
It's like she gets paid to piss off black people, and she loves
Yes.
the fact that she gets paid to piss
Yes.
off black people.
And probably on the low, she getting smashed by a black guy.
I'm just saying.
Why is she calling him the N word?
Oh, dang.
It's green.
It's kind of true. It's probably true.
I told you this. It's a fetish for white women, man. I'm telling you.
Boondocks said it.
Can we get a delete tweet? Delete tweet. 23,000 in my
Before,
All right, man.
before we move on, do y'all believe man went to the moon?
Hell no.
I do.
Very
I
quick,
do.
very
I do.
quick.
Here's the thing. All right, so let's
Very
say
quick.
you were to go to a moon, and I'm pretty sure you'll find somebody or something that's not human up there. You see it, and you want to record your first steps. You want to put a flag up, and it's waving. There's no gravity in space, by the way, but it's waving around, and then like, come on now,
Really?
come on now.
I had to add that last part.
Come
I
on,
think
bro.
everybody in this room knows.
Like
that.
if an alien see me trying to put up a flag post, I'm pretty sure the alien tell me get my ass back home
How do you
and don't
explain-
come back.
How do you explain asteroids and falling on Earth and meteorites and stuff?
Rocks, random rocks.
Rocks from the
around.
sky?
Rocks from the sky.
I mean,
Okay, so tell me, you think the Earth flat?
I used to. I mean, here's the thing: we'll never know.
We don't
We
know.
will
I'm
never
sorry,
know.
you even
Regardless
thought
of whether I think the Earth is flat or not, we will never know. Why? Because we hadn't been back out of space, and we were told not to go back. Out of space. Do you really think that we just happily took one step of man and another step of mankind, planted the flag, and was okay with it, and came back to Earth?
I have to start
Come on,
something.
man.
Well, you gonna tell Elon
Yeah,
Musk the
you
same
kind of
thing?
did.
I will.
I don't think you gonna be able to stop him.
My
from going
opinion is
out of space, man.
my opinion is my opinion. I'm pretty sure he hadn't been to space. If he's been to space and
That's what
taking
they're
pictures,
building up to,
that's
though.
building up to.
Yeah.
But we're not there. We're not there.
Oh man.
Shout
We're
out,
not
man.
there.
Shout out to Steph and Kyrie.
Yeah.
I love Steph Curry, man, but I'm with him. I don't think we've been to space, and if we did, we were really told not to go back up there. That's just me.
By the aliens?
By the aliens. Aliens exist, bro. We live in a big universe.
that I
bro.
agree with.
We live in a
It's
huge
something
universe.
that's
You're
out
not
there.
finna sit up
It's
here and tell me
something
that
that's
this is
out
just humans in the
Yeah.
universe, bro. Like,
Exactly.
Come on, man.
So you mean to tell me we Bloods and Crips with the aliens?
We might as well be.
So this is bigger than Nino Brown, huh?
Let's be real about conspiracy theories.
Yeah, I love conspiracy
Remember,
theories,
man.
so,
Remember.
That's just my take on it, man. Shout out to Steph Curry. He know what's up.
All right, man. Yeah, guess what it's time for? Troll or nah?
Use a troll.
Cool Breeze, Aston, you can kind of leave the room.
No. Get mine up out the way like this. Y'all can go ahead.
Trevor got
Trevor.
to.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll start with my first one. I mean, they both involved in NFL playoff pictures, so I'll start with this first one. So Y'all just heard Savage go on his little soliloquy about the Rams and about how he wasn't sold on them. And I do commend him for saying it because he's been saying it since before the season start. So my troll now is I'm going to jump on this bandwagon. I think the Rams will lose their first game in the divisional round.
I ain't got an answer. So.
I think because if the playoffs stay where they are now, if they were to get a 2 seed, they would probably have to face either Chicago or Seattle, and which means, and we all said that they don't have a home field because of Los Angeles. You saw with Chicago
Last week, the Eagles. It was the Eagles' home game.
Yeah,
it was.
So I trust Russell Wilson in the playoffs more than I trust Jared Goff.
First of all, let's pause really quick. Russell Wilson, Seahawks. I just want that glory as well. I said Russell Wilson is an elite quarterback.
Yeah.
No matter what happens,
yeah,
they're going to be okay.
And then
they just lost to the 49ers. So.
I mean, it's still in the playoffs, though.
They're still in the playoff fight. So even if, they wouldn't, I think if they wouldn't drop below 6 at this point, if they hold it together. And then with Chicago, we saw what happened with them earlier this year with that defense. So
on a previous podcast, this might have been like 8 weeks ago, or maybe less than that. I said any team in the NFC can be the Rams. I said the Panthers at one point. I said the Panthers, Bears, Eagles, Cowboys. I said any team can beat the Rams. And so, I mean, you already know my answer. It's not true. I don't believe in the Rams. I believe that they lost first round regardless. Home, if they get the 2 seed, 3 seed, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 seed, they lose.
8-19.
8-19.
Well, it's not a troll for me.
It is, man.
It's not a troll for me. I had the Saints going to Super Bowl, so I could care less about what the Rams did. Whatever, I had the Saints going, and I guess who don't have to leave a dome into the Super Bowl, and the Super Bowl's in Atlanta.
Yeah.
So the Saints got home field advantage, and they still play in the dome in the Super Bowl. So it don't matter what it's not a troll. I don't care what the Rams do anyway because I got the Saints going.
No, I don't think it's a troll. Jared Goff has not looked good at all lately. I watched that game. I was watching going into the game thinking like the Rams was going to kind of walk all over the Eagles, just because like the Eagles, y'all secondary has looked trash. Like so, I was just like, okay, well, I'm pretty sure like the Rams to get it back going, and Jared Goff was missing some throws. Now also Jim Schwartz,
Hell of a game. Hell of a game.
Yes.
Defense.
Yes, he can.
Goes to defense. Because y'all look good. But again, Jared Goff did not look good. He's not looked good at all the past couple of weeks. Yeah, definitely. So I agree. I feel like they'll lose our game.
Yeah.
So you're saying that the Rams are gonna lose in the first round of the playoffs?
Their first game.
Their first game.
Whether wild card, divisional round.
Divisional round.
Whoever it is.
Yes.
So if it's the Seahawks, they're gonna lose against the Seahawks,
Yes.
even though they beat the Seahawks twice this season already.
Yes.
It wasn't too early. It was a couple weeks before. It was, what was it? The week after the loss to the Saints.
That was like what?
I don't see the Rams losing the first round, bro.
Either way, it's a rivalry game.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
I mean, but they
Divisional.
but here's
they
the
beat
thing,
them
though.
twice.
They haven't looked great
Y'all lost to
lately.
the Saints 3 times last year. Don't mean the Seahawks
See,
will lose 3 times.
First of all, just because your team doing okay, don't mean you can come from mine. Secondly,
I always talk bad about my team, so you can come every
you don't even like your team, so I don't even know why you saying.
Tighten up, bro.
Did you just see these Steelers fans?
I'm very
Tighten up, man.
I don't know.
Very
I
disappointing you
think
this
it
season.
depends on who the Rams face. Like if they play the Seahawks again, I think they'll beat the Seahawks. If they beat, let's say Dallas, I think they'll beat Dallas. If they go against Chicago,
Chicago can beat them.
Chicago
I'm
could
the
beat
Rams
them.
on Chicago. So I'm pretty sure. I'm hoping the universe allows that to happen, so I can be right.
The Rams are going to
So-
lose to anybody. I'm telling y'all.
So once the Rams win their first playoff game, you're gonna be probably just looking like, dang, I was wrong.
He'll just be waiting until they play the Saints, and
I've
then
been
the Saints kill him.
consistent all year about the Rams. Even when they was winning like games by 40, I was like,
I mean, you're talking about the Rams like they lost 5-6 games. They only lost 3 games.
Have you seen how they lost?
So they won 11 still.
Have you seen Jared Goff?
No, not really.
Exactly.
Go watch that Bears game and then go watch that Eagles game.
But we talking like the Bears are slow. Like the Bears don't suck.
Exactly.
That's the point.
That's my point. Exactly.
But
Exactly.
Eagles, they lucked up.
No, we didn't.
Yes, y'all did.
We're better than the Rams. I've said it all year. I said we are better than the Rams.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to watch the game, man.
With fourth string quarterbacks.
Why you think Marcus Peters reacted the way he did?
It's a reason.
You kind of lost that one.
Yeah.
But yeah,
The winner of this will be known in the first week of the playoffs, or I guess the second.
The second week.
So we'll do like a playoff prediction when the playoffs are all set. and
All
done.
set, yeah.
I
I mean, it's been showing the last few weeks, man. So
Who's next?
I'll go. I actually got a second one. Brandon next. So I watched the Saints and the Panthers game last night.
oh, here we go.
Yeah, I wish I could see Tuke right now.
and kind of upset because Christian McCaffrey threw for a touchdown that beat me in fantasy, and I almost was able to beat Trevor. So
At least you had a shot because we didn't
no,
think you had a
that's
shot.
surprising.
Yeah,
That's surprising.
You had the lead going to the game. That was shocking.
That was
in
surprising.
itself.
I'm gonna reserve all my comments on fantasy until the season's over.
Yeah.
So I saw Christian
Upset.
McCaffrey throw for a touchdown and realized that was the only score that y'all had for the entire game. So I'm started thinking, I'm like, okay, Cam ain't looking good. Cam ain't looking consistent. I look no.
Tell us something we both know. We don't know.
Cam Newton, the stats for the past couple of years.
I thought I might about to put some glasses on.
You guys went to the Super Bowl in 2016, right?
True.
The year after that, 2017, he had 22 touchdowns, 16 interceptions. This year, he has 24 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. Not good numbers, too. Rushing, he's doing okay. So, Cam has looked constantly inconsistent. We always say that Cam needs another receiver, but Christian McCaffrey makes Cam Newton look good at this point. So,
True.
Troll and all, I think the Carolina Panthers need to.
Ooh.
What's his contract looking like?
That we'll have to pull up.
What's his contract?
Yeah.
That we'll have to pull up.
Ooh.
This is what I have to say about that. I don't like quarterbacks that run the ball too much. That can be Cam Newton. That can be Michael Vick. That can be any quarterback that Lamar Jackson. Robert Griffin III.
They losing their minds in Lamar Jackson, man, with all these rushes.
Another thing I don't like inaccurate quarterbacks. And that's any quarterback that's inaccurate. Jay Cutler,
Jared Goff.
Well, Jared, he's okay.
Yo, you see the game? Good job.
I did.
Blake Bortles.
Cam Newton has the fatal flaw of having both of those. He's inaccurate and he runs. He's a run first quarterback, which is weird, and that doesn't have longevity. He's obviously hurt this year for whatever. I don't know when he got hurt, but he's hurt.
So
personally, I do think he is an MVP caliber quarterback because he's proven that he's done it before. But that was when the offense was extremely tailored towards him, running the ball and doing all that other stuff, and he had a defense to fall back on. However, from where the way the NFL is now, it is high flying, it's get the ball out, it's being accurate. That's why you see actually going up so high now. Like Drew Brees is like what 70%,
76,
something like that, something crazy. Cam not accurate, and you gotta be accurate to keep the chains moving, and the chains don't keep moving with Cam Newton. So I'm gonna say that it's a troll because they're not gonna move on from Cam Newton. Cam Newton's face of the Panthers. But if it was me, I would have got rid of him. I would have got him out of there. Not last year, probably this year. Cause I'm like, I ain't really feeling it. North Turner, he's a good offensive mind, and you got how many points? 9 points, 6 points, whatever it was yesterday. 9. You got 9 points from North Turner. That's kind of like whoa, what in the world's going on? So
yeah, I would say a troll. As of now, I'd give him one more year before I would think about that. Now, I told Tuke just off the air. Cam had the same injury as Andrew Luck. What did the coach do with Andrew Luck? Set him out for the year. Kept him away.
But Cam Newton and Andrew Luck.
So I'm saying, like, think about it. They probably went about it. They probably should do what the coach did.
Yeah.
That probably been better for his long term, especially with him being a running quarterback. Because you think he's taking extra hits that Andrew Luck doesn't take. So, and we all see what Andrew Luck is doing now, and see what Cam Newton he's still struggling with the injury.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's still playing. He hurt
because he does everything for us, which is why the Carolina Panthers would not get rid of him.
But why? Okay,
Shout out
you're so
CMC.
invested in him. Why have him out there? He's already hurt. And it's just like I hate to say Peyton Manning, but it's just like if Peyton's out there hurt, like what good does he serve? If Cam can't run and you just say he's inaccurate, what purpose does he serve out there injured? And then the chance of him getting even more injured and he sit out more of from this year and possibly off season. Why?
That's
do y'all not have a backup quarterback?
I don't. His last name is Heineke.
I think
I'm sorry, Heineke.
Yeah,
I mean Heineke. You know what I'm saying? That's his name.
I honestly think that the reason that they kept Cam out there, I think they wanted to try to go in and still try to make the playoffs. But after some point, I guess because y'all don't
making the playoffs if your quarterback.
Here's the thing.
No,
I'm saying
who's carrying.
I don't think that we understood or understand how injured Cam is because we can talk about this, and this, but we had a chance to win yesterday and we didn't. We had a chance to win against the Browns that we didn't. We had a chance to win against the Bucks that we didn't. So, I mean, I don't think we realized how hurt Cam is until now. Honestly, before Christian McCaffrey, he was literally doing everything for the Panthers, everything, and I don't know. It may be a coaching thing. It may be because we got new management and we want to show what Cam can do in front of him. I don't know.
Cam. Well, I'm thinking about what Cam needs. Cam needs somebody like Golden Tate on his team. Somebody that's like Steve Smith, like catch the ball and run. Like not like at running back, but like at receiver.
I mean, we have that in DJ Moore, but I don't know if it's something wrong with his mental because
Cam does not need young receivers. He needs a veteran.
He need a vet.
I mean, last season, like our best receiver was Keelan Clay, and we almost went to the playoffs. My point exactly. My point exactly. Like this year, we finally have.
Hold on, where's this guy at now?
He was with the Bills, and they cut him.
I don't know what that is.
Man.
Y'all went to Super Bowl with Ted Ginn. Y'all want receiver too.
If I were
That's true.
I would pay Golden Tate this offseason because he's basically Steve Smith for y'all.
I
Catch
mean,
the ball, take off.
You asked about this contract. You got 2 more years left on this contract. So,
it might be 1 year then.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll see.
But even like the whole get rid of Cam, that means you have to trade him because they're not gonna let him just walk. I don't know anybody who gonna pick up Cam Newton with his situation. Like you don't really just trade for quarterback. That's a rarity. Like very rare. Like I'm trying to think the last quarterback trade was
Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco would be next.
Joe Flacco. Well, I guess he.
Yeah, it's over with.
Yeah. But I don't know what happened. I know what happened to y'all. It's Cam Newton. But it's just.
I mean, I don't want this season to be just on Cam Newton because literally our defense played the best it's played all season yesterday. Like if we would have had that defense against the Browns, we weren't gonna lose.
I blame Cam
the Bucks
because
weren't gonna lose.
I blame Cam because Christian McCaffrey is eating. Like he's a Pro Bowler.
Yeah, but that's like literally the scapegoat for Cam Newton. And I say that it's like whenever none of our receivers can get open, we literally looking for Christian every time. And we gonna end up overworking Christian McCaffrey very soon. So I don't think that's a Cam Newton thing. I honestly think that's a coaching thing.
I haven't watched I've watched maybe like one Panthers game. I forget which one it was. But I don't think it's a matter of receivers getting open. Quarterbacks can throw receiver open. Go ahead, Scott.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, I feel like we constantly giving Cam like excuses for receivers.
Yeah,
I feel like every quarterback that's come up recently has put a name like to a wide receiver. I mean, Pat Mahomes. I mean, Tyreek he was already balling, but I mean, Jared Goff and like all the receivers.
Robert Woods,
who's
the other
all
dude?
These big quarterbacks that's coming
Reynolds.
up, and you hear a name come off a receiver that they made. Like Cam Newton has made who?
Downtown Philly Brown.
That's why I said he needs a veteran receiver because he's not gonna make a receiver at all. He needs somebody that can run a route and get open themselves, or like catch the ball in a short like little like dig route
in space,
and they can go.
Yeah.
Like Golden Tate. That'd be good for him.
Yeah.
But if you want like y'all got Torrey Smith, I haven't heard from him since last year.
They got Torrey Smith.
Exactly. Like I haven't heard from him since last year, and he's a burner. Like he
got
too
many weapons that we don't know how to use. Like I said, I don't even.
What does that mean though?
Devin Funches didn't have a.
You have North Turner. North Turner. He orchestrated the Cowboys in the '90s. Like
Devin Funches didn't have a pass. I keep on saying a pass. A catch yesterday. The only catch I think DJ Moore had, he fumbled the ball when we didn't need him to. Torrey Smith, I don't even think he got playing time. Curtis Samuel may be our best receiver outside of Christian McCaffrey.
He's a running back.
That's not good.
And
then
so
on
is it
the
Cam's fault or is it our management fault? Like I get what you're saying with Cam. Trust me.
Yeah.
The only reason I'm not ready to say troll yet is because I need to see one more year of what he can do. I think it'll be entirely too early.
Yeah.
I'll go
Like
troll
Cam-
as well. Just one more
Cam's
year.
done it.
What do the Panthers need to do to like not to that we can blame Cam Newton then?
Get him
If
another
we can
receiver.
actually get him somebody who can say is his number one receiver. If we can,
Yep.
if we could
Trade
have got
for one.
Amari Cooper,
Yep.
Amari Cooper to me has always been a number one receiver, regardless of his numbers in the past couple of years. Why? Because he's put up those numbers before the slump. But that may be due to Derek Carr. You know what I'm saying? Cam Newton has never had a number one receiver since Steve Smith. That's an issue. Whenever you try, you got to put guys like Keelan Clay on your back. Whenever Ted Ginn is the lead touchdown receiver for your team and you still make it to the Super Bowl, that's not all on Cam. Greg Oden, your number one receiver, stay injured.
Don't get me started with him.
Greg Olsen.
Greg Olsen.
Everything I
Oh.
get what y'all saying about the injury.
He stay injured
I
too.
do, but at the same time, it's not all on Cam.
for
It's
sure.
not. Who is he throwing it to? That does play a key fact. He's not Tom Brady. He's not Drew Brees.
Not Nick Foles.
He's
Yeah, he don't even like these balls.
shut up. But at least he got Alshon Jeffrey.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess.
Like
I mean,
even Jameis Winston got Mike Evans.
Yep.
That's why I'm kind of like.
I got you.
Yeah. But
I just feel like with Cam was an MVP player. I need to see him make a receiver. Big Ben, he helped make Antonio Brown. Like
But Antonio Brown still has that tiptoe talent. Like he's good enough.
Yeah.
If you're good enough to tiptoe,
But who
you're good
say
enough to
that
be a
DJ
good
Moore don't
receiver.
have that tiptoe talent though?
DJ Moore can't even hold on to the ball when we need him to. Every fumble that he's had this season, we needed him to keep the ball. He's lost fumbles in the most critical time, and that says something about the mental of the player. Maybe he's not ready. He is a rookie. Maybe Cam Newton can't do with rookie receivers.
Yeah, that's why I say he might need some veterans.
A veteran number one receiver. That's my take. But I can't say troll right now. That's a good call.
What you
I see where you're
mean?
coming from.
You mean it's a troll or it's not a troll?
It's not a troll.
He's not. It's not. He said not a troll.
Pretty good as a guy.
Yeah, it was a really good one. It's really-
Hold on, what is it troll? Never mind.
It was basically that Carolina needs to move on from him.
Hey, we all said troll. You said it's not a troll.
Yeah,
That they need to move on.
yeah.
Okay.
Is it my turn?
Yep.
Damn it.
Go ahead.
Let's take it over to the NBA. So
Yeah, that's why I said I'm gonna save my second one.
And I hope I didn't take nobody's troll now. But I don't know if you guys been watching the Lakers recently.
I don't even know why you went
Took
there.
an L to the Nets. I just want y'all to know that.
That's fine. That's fine. It's a road trip. It's fine.
Hey, Brooklyn.
Oh, no, it's
Brook-
the Nets though, bro.
Brooklyn ain't bad now.
It's the Nets.
Hey,
They've been playing. They've been playing everybody close now.
Yeah.
If you
I can
lose
say
a back-to-back to
Shout
the
out
Wizards
D-Lo
and the Nets,
from
something
the
going on.
Hey, it's the NBA, man.
Shout out D-Lo.
It's the NBA.
Shout out Spencer Dinwiddie.
And they lost to the Rockets a
I want
couple
y'all to pay
games
attention
ago.
that LeBron had
Hey, the
36.
Rockets won by 4 in a row.
So LeBron definitely couldn't score against the Wizards. I just want y'all to know that.
As I was
Anyway,
saying,
go, yeah.
as I was saying, if y'all haven't been watching the Lakers,
I
I,
haven't.
want you guys to say you haven't.
I don't care to
You
watch
need
them.
to. You need to.
No, I don't. I don't like them. So keep
Lonzo
going.
Ball has been balling out on the defensive end.
Except against John Wall.
However,
That was coming.
can't have an off night. Shout out to Shark. Apparently, we gotta be Hall of Fame defense every night. Apparently, we win 82 games.
It was jokes, man. It was jokes, man.
Anyway, Lonzo Ball has been an efficient defensive-minded point guard. He had a triple-double the other day with LeBron, had 16, 10, and 10. And my troller now is Lonzo Ball in my Tony Allen voice. First team all defense. I say that because I don't know if y'all know, but DeJounte Murray was second team all defense last year. Did anybody watch a Spurs game last year?
Nope.
Exactly.
When the last time you watched Spurs?
Exactly
true.
my point. You're
That's
making
true.
my point. Thank you.
Yeah.
That being said, the Lakers have been on TV, ESPN, TNT, NBC, ABC, X, Y, and Z.
Oh.
And again, there have been clips of showcasing Lonzo Ball's defense. Skylar can attest to this, but my man is clamping up people. He getting chased down blocks, getting them little slick steals, He's playing defense. I can't name you a point guard that's playing better defense than Lonzo Ball. So like I said, Lonzo Ball, first team all defense. Go.
Don't you ever disrespect Tony Allen. But I would say it's not a troll because, like you said, I can't think of another point guard outside of maybe Mike Conley is probably playing as good as defense as.
I think they both make it together though, as a first team all defense.
Yeah,
as a backcourt.
Definitely agree with what you said about Lonzo. I've pretty much watched a lot. I watched a lot of Laker games, and mainly because of him, because I'm really interested to see what he's going to be. And I think he's now coming into form. Like Seven said, he's 6'6" with a wingspan, and he's smart. Like that's the thing about he's cleverly smart. So he gets a lot of these little
slick steals.
A lot of slick steals or whatever. And it wasn't just the game against Kemba that he locked him up. I mean, he did it again to Chris Paul. Early in the month, he did it to Mike Conley. So I mean, of course, I mean, players can have one off night and John Wall go.
Let him finish.
He's on the other elite point guards. All of a sudden, now he's sleeping.
You still got to come to Staples. I mean, players can have a bad game. Players can have
like
a bad
I said,
game.
against all other elite point guards. Now all of a sudden, man, he had a bad night, man. You know,
have a back to back. Like you get tired.
he did Chris Paul, man.
So Jordan never had a bad night.
What?
Jordan never had a bad night.
I ain't say Jordan didn't have a bad night.
So then why?
But you're not gonna. Man, he been.
I said he had a bad night.
Continue, Skylar. Continue.
Continue,
Skylar.
Just finish, bro. Go ahead.
Continue.
But, like I was saying, it wasn't just the game against Kemba. Like he's done it for against a lot of good point guards this season. So I would definitely say like he'll be first team.
I'm with it. Besides Mike Conley?
Mike Conley is on the one I think of.
Yeah.
Marcus Smart, Jimmy Butler.
I say Jimmy. Okay.
But don't they do it by position or they? Okay.
Nah,
By like guard.
they do it by guards and forwards. Yeah.
Okay.
So let me see. Marcus Smart, Mike Conley, Lonzo Ball. 2 of the 3 pretty much are gonna be the guards representing the first team all defense.
It's gonna be Lonzo.
I can roll with you on Lonzo.
Yeah.
And y'all know me. I'm probably the bigger Lonzo fan at the table right now. Lonzo, I'm just guesstimating. Lonzo, Marcus Smart, just defensively, and Jimmy Bucket. And maybe Chris Paul, maybe Russell Wood. No, not Russell.
That's why I said Mike Conley.
Ooh, Lord, please, not Russell Westbrook.
I mean, Drew Holiday.
Oh, good one.
That's a good one. That's a real good one.
That might be the one to keep him away from him.
Yeah.
I mean, but you know what? I'm willing to roll with Lonzo. Like I said, Lonzo's value to the Lakers offensively is the reason why I said if Magic trade him, they some idiots. But defensively, he can guard pretty much any guard in a game right now because of his length. Because like his body is getting stronger and he has a knowledge.
He's a sneaky help defender too. Like he like a safety, like with the help defense. Like he just be. I don't know if he got his head on the swivel, but he be seeing passing lanes like it ain't
like stealth with it.
Yeah. So. Like 2K. Pickpocket Hall of Fame.
I'm with you. That's a good one.
I think going back to like just Lonzo in general, that's his niche. He's not going to be a scorer, but he's going to be like I don't want to say Jason Kidd because he's not the same build, but like he's going to be a defensive minded, spot up shooting, passing point guard. And I still think that he can be an all-star with that mentality.
It's crazy because like I do compare him to Jason Kidd though,
he
do literally everything the same.
Just the body difference. This kid had a post game too. Lonzo, he can't shoot from the post because his shot is.
Though. Like what can Lonzo? I mean, what can Jason Kidd do that Lonzo can't do?
Grant Hill's gonna come up here and fight us. I want that.
Bring him.
What? No, I just want y'all to know Grant Hill definitely gonna come up here and fight us, and definitely Jason Kidd probably rolling over in his hotel right now.
Oh, that's cool. That's fine.
All right, I guess I'll go. It's about the Patriots. It's basically similar to what Savage said. I'm not only saying the Patriots not going to Super Bowl. They ain't winning the playoff game. When was the last time y'all seen the Patriots get to the Super Bowl without winning on the road? They always had home field advantage, in the first round bye. As currently constructed, they got to play a road game. Now, I guess they play home game the wild card, but.
I mean,
y'all came with it today.
Ooh, I can't. I got to go next now. I got to go next after this one.
Just like the Rams, who lose their first playoff game. Trolling now.
You count out Tom Brady like that?
Hold on. Hold on. So you telling me that they would lose? Okay, so right now they're the 3 seed. They play the 6 seed. They're losing to Baltimore. They're losing to.
Yep.
They could.
They lose to the Colts or Baltimore.
The Titans
or the Titans. They losing on Cowboys.
Well, the Titans. I think y'all will beat them. Cause y'all,
I think the Colts will beat them for
I don't
real.
think the Titans will beat Patriots 2
I
times.
think they would. I think they beat them. I think the Patriots will beat the Colts.
Patriots gone, dog.
I think they definitely beat the Baltimore Ravens. I definitely.
Now I ain't saying it's the end of their era, but this particular season, it's over with for them.
I mean, this is one thing I'll say about the Patriots. I've learned to never count them out.
I have to.
Never count them out.
I have
Because
to.
Tom Brady turned that switch on and it is paper cuts all the way down the field towards touchdown. So yes, like that's dinking and dunking and getting downfield. So I'm of the mindset that this sounds kind of weird to say about the Patriots, but they are kind of in cruise control right now. They know they're not getting the top 2 seed, so they're kind of just saving the playbook because they still got Josh McDaniels over there. He's still calling plays. Like, so I would not sleep on them, and I think that's a troll because I feel like Kansas City, Belichick is still Belichick, man. Like defense, I don't care what the record say. Like that's fine.
When was the last time they won a road game to get to the Super Bowl?
That's fine. That's the past.
I have never seen them win a road game to get to the Super Bowl. They always lose.
To exactly what Trevor said, I'll just take my chance.
I'm like,
It feels Belichick. I mean, I understand he hadn't won a road game and it's been some years. I understand that.
I mean, he also came back against the Falcons in the Super Bowl from like 20-something points down. So hey,
that's a neutral. That's neutral site.
28.
That's a neutral site.
I mean, and even still, I mean, it's still possible that they could still get the 2 seed. I mean, because they played the
it's still
Jets and the Bills, I think.
Yep.
Hey, I had to be bold, y'all.
Yeah.
I couldn't say they won't make Super Bowl.
It's possible to lose one. So I mean, I give exactly.
I need y'all to be Houston, as a matter of fact. So please do that.
I don't know. Like Trevor said, I'll just take my chances with Bill Belichick. Yeah. I have to see them lose to believe that they lost.
Honestly, when that clock hits 0.
Yeah.
Like I tell y'all all the time.
About the Titans, yep.
Yeah, I'm a third chance that one. I'm definitely not gonna bet against Bill Belichick and Tom Brady, especially winning a playoff game. Yeah, you kind of tripping on that one, bro.
That was a good one.
Hey, if it happens though,
If it happens, I get
I'm
to you.
talking.
Oh, I'm gonna be bold. I'm going off. I'm going with you on this one. So, but I'll go next with my second troll now. Feel free to go troll if you want, but I have this strange feeling, and this may be 100% fandom, but I have that 06 feeling. Steelers Saints this week is a Super Bowl preview. I'll explain why. Okay, so we were just talking about earlier with the Chargers. You know, while they've been lights out this season, history shows that something tends to go wrong with them. We talked about that. The Patriots, they're going to get the 2 seed because their last 2 games, they're going to win those 2 games at home. I think Houston will split because I think they're going to lose to the Eagles and Philly, and then they'll be Jacksonville. So. And then let's see, and I think Houston sliding to that 3rd seed, I think, will make them vulnerable to possibly being upset by Baltimore. And I think history will repeat itself if I'm just saying with those, if the playoff picture stays the same and just New England and Houston switch, I think Baltimore could upset Houston, which means they're the lower seed. They will play Kansas City, which means we will go to New England, and we've shown that we can not only play with New England, but we can beat New England if we can effectively run the ball. Of course, being thrown 40 plus times, it's not going to happen. And James Conner wasn't available last game, so of course we'll have him coming back this week for the Saints. So we can easily beat them if we effectively run the ball, and we've shown that we can go to Kansas City and beat Kansas City, because they're a completely different team than they were in week 2 when they blew us out. And what you always say about Andy Reid, he's like the biggest tease in the NFL.
Yeah.
And he tends to not show up in the biggest moments, which if we take care of business, that puts us in the Super Bowl. And I think with my earlier troll and all, with the Rams losing their first game, the Saints have a cakewalk to the Super Bowl because they're just going to beat everybody else. So
let me ask you this, and this is going to base my answer off of what you say.
I guess I'm
Is this same feeling that you have about this game the same feeling that you have when you picking up free agents in our fantasy football league?
I'm about to walk out.
Hey, this is a good question.
I'm pleading the fifth on fantasy.
Exactly.
I'm reserving all comments on fantasy football until the season is over.
You know, and I can look in your eyes and I can tell your answer. I'm rolling with you.
Okay.
I honestly think I just had that 06 feeling like it was for those that don't know.
06, you know, it's
Back because for those that don't know, back in 06 was the. Oh no, just for those who listening may not know. For those that don't know, in 06, that was the year where the Bengals. 2006, excuse me.
Because 1906 something.
Anyway, back in 2006,
certain organization was.
everybody was on the Cincinnati Bengals bandwagon. And this was the year that Carson Palmer got hurt, thanks to us, and we basically took that wave from that and went all the way to the Super Bowl. And I think that Super Bowl we were a wild card team, if I'm not mistaken. Like I said, I may call it 100%. Yeah. I may call it 100% fandom, but I just had that strange 06 feeling that
2006.
that strange 2006 feeling.
I said 06.
So
Anyway.
here's my response to that. And I'm not saying y'all are not gonna make the playoffs, but y'all could be in trouble these last 2 weeks of the season. Because the Saints, that game was in New Orleans, correct?
Judging how they looked the last few weeks.
Yes.
I mean,
Judging how they looked the last few weeks.
It's
I'm willing to-
on the road is how they looked the last few weeks.
yeah, I'm like the dome is the dome. Like it's some voodoo down there in the dome.
It is.
Bengals. I mean, that's y'all should beat the Bengals, but I'm just division game. Anything happens.
Yeah.
It's not surprising if y'all lose to the Bengals. You know what I'm saying? But I have a weird feeling about Pittsburgh. Like not like in a good way. It's just like It's something going on. It's something in the water with Pittsburgh. So I don't think Super Bowl preview. I won't get into my specific preview because I don't think y'all can beat the Chargers. I don't think y'all can beat. Well, y'all can lose to the Chiefs. Y'all can lose to the Texans. Y'all have shown y'all can lose to the Patriots. Y'all can beat Baltimore. I won't get to my prediction because I'm gonna say that for the playoffs. But I think I don't see y'all in Super Bowl. Honestly, I mean I didn't have y'all Super Bowl at the beginning of the year, but that's not a preview. I don't know the Saints gonna be in Super Bowl. Honestly, I don't know.
Well, who knocks them out?
Pittsburgh?
Another episode.
Who Pittsburgh?
No, you say the Saints might
Another
not.
Well,
episode.
I ain't getting
Another
the Saints. I'm
episode.
talking about Pittsburgh.
Another
Pittsburgh,
episode.
I don't see y'all because if y'all in the playoffs right now, y'all would play the Chargers. They can beat y'all.
At home. But like I said,
They beat y'all at home.
yeah, I'm saying I'm relying a lot on history, and fandom.
Hey, I'm relying on what I see right now. I'm relying on what I see from the Chargers. That boy Phillip.
I'll just say I would love to see that. Because I would want to see my Steelers go back to the Super Bowl. But it's something about this era with Tomlin and Ben that just
That's what I'm
ain't
saying.
sitting- that
It's
ain't
something
sitting
that's
right with me.
weird.
And honestly,
Yeah.
like what makes me frustrated about the team, which is why I'm ready for Mike Tomlin to go.
I am
like,
too.
I don't he mentioned those teams that he said that we can't beat. I think we could beat any of those teams. I feel like we could beat any team in the AFC like with no issue. But it's something about Ben and it's something about Tomlin that I don't understand. Like we do
Specifically, is for me is Ben.
Yeah.
Ben
Yeah.
can make some throws. I'd be like, "What you doing?"
Yeah, and he's starting to make me frustrated because he doesn't take ownership of his his.
At
That
all.
makes me so.
Aaron
frustrated.
Rodgers, Mike McCarthy type.
Yeah, because
stuff.
because the one he threw against the Patriots, like he was blaming Juju. I'm like,
The one against the Broncos.
Yeah.
The one against the Broncos.
Yeah, like, I mean,
Like that joke's gonna get picked off even if the defense lineman if all
Yeah.
yeah, I said last week he's responsible for every loss that we have and every tie.
Yep.
So I mean, I would love to see that, but I mean, either Ben or Tomlin got to go. One of them two got to
Hey,
go.
let me be
And
clear.
I can't see that. I can't see it happening.
Y'all have the talent. I mean, y'all across the board. It's on offense.
We
anyway.
say that
Defense
every
in.
year, man.
We say it every year.
Every year they got talent,
know,
but it's just
so.
like it's something in the water. Like that's how I feel. I mean, it's not me trying to clown the team. It's just like it's just something that I just don't.
Yeah.
The team in 2006, that's a different feeling. That's when you had Hines Ward and Jerome Bettis.
yeah.
You had some
Antoine
and a
Randall.
defense.
Yeah.
And a defense.
I mean, the defense has been playing pretty well as of late, and we've shown that we can effectively run the ball. not just with James Conner, but Jalen Samuels is not bad as well. So
Trevor, I'm gonna challenge you on the defense because we really haven't. Like,
I say as of late.
No, but I mean, even still, like we just came off like 4 losses in a row, 5 losses in a row. Like the Chargers game, like we made no adjustments. Like I mean, my biggest issue, like going into the trade deadline, we gotta get a second corner. Like Joe Hayden can hold his side down, but that left side already, and Cody Sensabaugh, why is he still on the team? I have no idea.
Former Titan, man. Thank you for taking him off our hands.
We don't have a good second corner. I mean, it showed against the Chargers. It showed against the Broncos. It showed against everybody, and Mike Tomlin's not making adjustments. Like, I mean, defensively we're better. I mean, we're getting sacks, but
that's what I was meaning. But of course, that backside still needs to be addressed.
It's not been good. So heck, I forgot what the trolling on was.
I said this.
Oh yeah,
Pittsburgh Saints.
I don't believe the Saints. Yes, the Steelers now.
It's a troll for me. I got the Saints in the Super Bowl, but the Steelers ain't making the playoffs, in my opinion.
Shoot.
That sounded like a troll in itself.
Right.
I mean, they lose against the Saints, and the Ravens have to beat the Chargers. They out.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
I guess I'd do a trolling off.
Go for it.
Based off of what I've seen in the last 24 to 48 hours, I would like to revisit my Houston Rockets playoff prediction and say that they will make the playoffs. Simply because James Harden is getting the treatment I've never seen superstars get ever. Y'all ever seen a guy literally
anytime you can do 2 step backs in a row?
2 step
Exactly. While hold the ball. Exactly.
He getting the Tennessee foul treatment.
Hey, B-Dot was on to something when he did that
When he did
invitation.
that,
of him. He did like 10 step backs.
Hey man, the Houston Rockets will make the playoffs, bro. I'm saying it.
I'm not answering that. You gotta change it.
That's not. So this was a good show, y'all.
Hey, y'all ain't gonna answer.
I'll answer. I'll go with you on that one. I'm with you on that one because they've started to pick up, and the Clippers are starting to come back down to earth. So. And the Grizzlies and Portland. Yeah.
Everybody, I wasn't going that far. I'm just saying, based off of the superstar treatment that James Harden is getting, they gonna make the playoffs based off of that.
Even previously, I've said that they have the talent to make the playoffs. They just won't do much.
Well, I said
they suck. But I do want to agree with these foul calls that James Harden is getting, like because that Laker game.
Oh my goodness,
Lord Jesus. He got 20 free throws. Excuse me.
Y'all hadn't seen James Harden play before that game?
No, I mean,
But when it comes to the Lakers, it's
right.
Something's wrong every time they lose or get blown out by somebody 30, 40 points.
I'm not.
It's something wrong.
When your team is finally good, you kind of pay attention to stuff like that. Even I've always said like James Harden was good, but now this is like, God, dog, like. Half your points come from free throws. Like
the one that he had on Lonzo, I was just like, really?
You can't respect what? The old man game? No. Man, come on, man. Paul Pierce was the beginner of it.
I cannot respect somebody who get most of their points from the free throw line. I just can't, especially when most of the fouls that you're getting committed, quote unquote committed, aren't even fouls. Mm-hmm. You literally having the refs have your back. It's like, it's like they think he's the nicest person in the world. So let's help. Let's make sure. I mean, let's not call any travels that he does. You get what I'm saying? Feel like, he can literally take the ball from half court, not dribble, and shoot a layup, and they're not gonna call a travel.
Honestly, if you look back at that clip where he did them 2 steps backs, I feel like the ref got caught in the spotlight of the moment. He didn't look at his feet at all. It looked like he was just like surprised James Harden was doing a step back, and he was just looking at it. He didn't pay attention to his feet because anybody saw that he stepped back twice.
Or did he not care?
But no, I mean refs get paid really to look at defense half the time. So
I'm not trying to hear that. If I see something, I'm calling it.
Yeah,
like I said, he may have got caught into that moment where I'm just watching James Harden.
And let's not pretend like this is the first time he's traveled 100 times.
And that's what I'm saying. Like,
come on, man.
Like it's been well documented on social media that James Harden clearly does this cha-cha now, y'all. Like he just goes backwards. And for the NBA officials to not have come out and made like a response to him doing this is kind of questionable. To say is this legal or not? Like that's crazy. Like him, like literally in the slow, literally in the slow mo, he held the ball and took 4 steps back. That's what he literally did.
But it was quick.
It's 4
It's still a
steps.
travel. If you take 4 steps to the goal real quick, it's still a travel. Like,
As much as I want the Rockets not to make the playoffs, the reason they're gonna make the playoffs is because they got the
I'm not
best.
answering that question.
I got a question on that with the Rockets. Do you think that these ridiculous steps, because like even with the 4 steps James took with the 2 step backs to shoot a 3, do you think it has something to do with Morey Ball?
With who?
With Daryl Morey Ball, basically.
Like,
By him having this analytics where nothing but threes and layups and free throws.
yes, that's why I said that they were not. The Houston Rockets are not a top 8 team, period, based on their talent. But because James Harden is getting this superstar treatment, is literally the only reason I got them making the playoffs. Y'all know me. I've said that they're not gonna make the playoffs all season long, and a part of me still agrees with that.
I don't remember that at the beginning of the season.
No,
He said it.
Since the
Yes.
summer.
Trust
Yes.
me.
Okay.
The Houston Rockets not good. Even like I said when they gave Chris Paul $40 million, they're not gonna do nothing with that anyway. But when you got a guy that's getting superstar calls like that, you gotta make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like you gonna get in.
Yeah,
gonna get
I watched that game against the Lakers, and the one foul he drew on Lonzo when he just threw his body into him, I turned the game off.
That's
at
what he
that point.
does. That's
Like-
literally what he does.
Lonzo was in the wrong spot, wrong time. That's all that was.
When do the Lakers play the Wizards?
Good job.
Like, I'm not even a Lakers fan, but I want the Lakers to whip their ass.
I think it's gonna be sometime like in March or something like that, like towards the
It's
end of
probably
the
still
season.
ways away. I mean,
Yeah.
we gotta let them take their L and
Can y'all get to
sit on
500
it a
ball
little bit.
first?
All right, man.
First of all, you take LeBron out the question. Are the Lakers
Can you
and the
get to
Wizards on
500?
the same level?
Can you get to? Can you get to 500
I'm
ball?
done. I'm done.
Can you get to 500 ball? Y'all,
We gonna get to
y'all
500
7 games
ball.
below 500. Get there, and we'll
We
talk.
gonna get there.
Goodness gracious.
Like I said,
Welcome back.
y'all getting Lonzo
Exactly.
too much
Welcome
respect
back,
around
man.
here.
Welcome
LA
back.
getting too. Obviously LA getting too much love around here without me here.
You know, Sharka, we talked about it earlier. I think we may need to go get a number 2 from Jack Pirtles. Because that may be a little better. That may be a little better.
Oh, Jack Birtles though.
Hey,
All right, man. If y'all know
It
about
do,
Jack
though.
Purtis, you not from Memphis.
Exactly.
I guess I need to answer if it's a troll or not. I said it was troll. You said the Rockets won't make the playoffs, so I guess it's a no. Obviously a no for me. But,
Oh
a
man,
good show, guys. We had everybody in the house for the first
a
time.
full house, man. I love it.
We have a new member that'll be coming soon. Jalen, I don't know what's gonna be his nickname, but y'all meet him soon enough.
I feel like he gonna be the biggest troll with me too.
We're going to call him the water boy for right now.
He makes sense, but I guarantee he gonna troll with me.
He the water boy for right now. He got some stripes on her.
But anyway,
Also, I like to note. I know it's the end of the show, but I like to point out that me and Scholar definitely was 100% correct with this rookie of the year and Luka.
okay.
Like 100%.
You're
Boy
not.
is showing out.
You're not gonna just take credit and leave me out.
Oh,
'Cause
well,
I did call Luka Doncic the winner too.
Trev, you the starter,
My
man.
bad.
Get your respect.
My bad, man. Rung the bell like the Salvation Army.
Like, ain't you cold?
Yeah, in the show.
All right, remember, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at LBR Sports 901. Also, like and follow the Facebook page at Let's Be Real. We also have a Facebook group, the Let's Be Real group. Subscribe to YouTube at Let's Be Real in parentheses Sports Podcast. Also, you can listen to us on Spotify and the podcast source app at Let's Be Real. And if you want, you can bookmark the website at Let's Be Real 901.libsyn, LIBSYN.com. You can also listen to us on iTunes and Google Play Music at Let's Be Real. We out.
Peace.